G'day everyone, Tim from McKee Computers here. Today I got a new video for you. This one's a bit more serious, not as fun as making that big computer. I finally got myself a microphone to hook up to the camera, so still learning how to do these YouTube videos. But at least now you'll be able to hear me a bit better. Today's topic is a problem that's occurring this year that's related to the end of Windows 10 support. If you didn't know, Windows 10 on October 14 this year is going to be no longer supported by Microsoft. That means they're not going to release any more patches, security updates, or offer any free support or technical support. It doesn't mean you can't use Windows 10, it just means I wouldn't trust it to do anything that's related to banking, buying online, or anything security related. So yeah, you can keep using it for photo editing or something like that. That's fine. The difference this time is, compared to other times, is Microsoft's actually allowing people to keep it for one more year if you're a homeowner, or sorry, a home user. If you pay them $30 US, they will keep supporting you for another year. If you're a business, it starts at $60 US. The second year it doubles to $120, and then it doubles again to $240, and then after 3 years I don't think they're going to offer it anymore. So pretty much it means people want to upgrade to Windows 11, of course. Very few customers I've met in Australia anyway are willing to pay Microsoft $30 to keep it. Most people around here don't really like Microsoft. I don't know if that's like that everywhere else, but they're like, no way, I'm not giving them any money. Most people want to go to upgrade to 11. That's when you run into this problem that Windows 11, Microsoft have put restrictions on what computer can go to it. And those restrictions are, you have to have a trusted platform 1.2 chip on the motherboard, and you have to have a processor that's at least 2018 or newer in the computer. And this is where the problem starts. So we have these computer shops and repair places that have all these old computers that don't meet Windows 11 requirements, but they want to make a quick buck. So they've found a way to install Windows 11 on an unsupported computer by doing a bypass trick. And Windows 11 goes on the machine and it works. And you still get updates. So if you buy one of these things, you don't really know initially that you've been tricked. But what happens is, over time, you keep missing the Windows 11 version updates, which is different to just security updates and stuff like that. And eventually your version of 11 is no longer supported, and a message pops up and says that to you. And then you go, oh, what's going on? And then that's when people come to me and they go, what's going on? Can you fix this? And I have to give them the bad news, that your computer doesn't actually support Windows 11. There's only two options. You can actually do the same trick they did again. But that's the problem. You can't just update it with the trick. You have to actually start from a clean slate, do the trick to get 11 on it after backing up your stuff, and then bringing it back on. And every time a new version 11 comes out, you got to do the same thing again, and it's actually expensive, time consuming, and just a big pain in the butt. The other option is, and the option I usually tell people to do is, hey, you just need to get your hardware upgraded or a new computer. And we're living in times, in Australia anyway, cost of living is through the roof. People can't really afford this sort of nonsense, and yeah, it's not good. And quite often the people that come in are more elderly and don't know much about computers, and they're the people that these scumbags have taken advantage of. And it's partly why I started this business in the first place, is because this sort of behaviour is not new. It's not new. And I started my business to help people out genuinely. There we go, got it. And be honest and fair, and give them a good computer that's going to last, not a piece of junk made up of really cheap bits that's going to fail straight after warranty's over. And that's how I've kept my Google rating pretty high. So yeah, and that brings me to the next part of this video, the bit of a story. I had an elderly gentleman bringing his computer today. I could tell straight away it was a bit older. It's an Asus pre-built chassis with parts that the store he bought it from, just chuck whatever they put in there, and it all looks fairly cheap stuff, which is not unexpected considering what they did. And it's when you see the video there, you can see how filthy inside it is. I'm not looking forward to cleaning that, but I'll have to get all my protective gear on and my masks and everything when I blow that one out. But yeah, I'll get it all cleaned up. And he actually brought it in for me to upgrade it anyway to newer hardware. So in the end, he's going to be fine. What I discovered after he left is when I turned it on, it took forever to boot up because it's got an old mechanical drive. It doesn't have an SSD. And what I found is it's already got Windows 11 on it, and which is what I talked about earlier. So this shop that he bought it from bypassed the requirements, put it onto this computer, and now he got tricked basically. Thankfully he was already ready to upgrade, but I get people who aren't ready, and as I mentioned before, the cost of living, and you get told you got to spend all this money. It's not very nice. So yeah, as you can see, I brought up the specs on his computer through Windows, and he's got an i5 7400. The number straight after the i5 dash indicates it's a 2017 computer. That's another way you can check your own one, if you've got an Intel chip. And when you go down a bit further to the Windows version number, you can see it's 21H2, I think. It should be 24, so he's 3 versions behind already. It's only a matter of time that message was going to pop up. So yeah, but yeah, thankfully he just wants to update the hardware, so he's going to be fine. I'll get it all fixed up. But yeah, if you want to double check that your computer actually supports 11, there's actually an app you can get from Microsoft. I'll put it in a link in the description. It's the PC Health Check app. You just download it, run the installer, and then run the program. It'll tell you how old your computer is, what you got in it and all that, and then you click the check compatibility button and it'll come up and tell you yes, you're all good to go, or it'll say your computer is unsupported. And as you can see, I ran it on this gentleman's computer and it says it doesn't have 1.2 trusted platform and it has a processor that's too old. So yeah, if you run that on any computer, it'll tell you straight away whether it's compatible for 11 or not. If you're looking at buying a refurb or a used computer, make the person you're buying it from run that. If they refuse or try to dodge, just don't buy it, walk away. Yeah, otherwise you're just going to get scammed. They don't care, they just want a quick buck by getting rid of some junk. And yeah, they don't care, so you got to look after yourself. So yeah, there you have it. Just a video that's I'm hoping will help people this year avoid getting scammed and tricked and having to spend more money than you need to. And hopefully that was helpful to you. Again, if you enjoyed my photos, you can check them out on America Art Online. I've got my Photoshop store or photo store up there. I'll put the link in the description. And I really appreciate you tuning in, and drop a like, drop a comment as to whether you get people like this where you are scamming people with this Windows 11 trick. And until the next video, have a good time and I'll see you then.